It just doesn't have the kind of same thing when it's not green screen, isn't it? Yes, hello everyone. As you can tell, no green screen today, or probably for the foreseeable future. I've had to try and buy in some equipment, but money at the moment is pretty tight. So I need to do it. There's some issues with the new flat in terms of using it. Hopefully it won't last too long. Today we kick off our Champions League campaign as we take on Borussia Dortmund, but they are without Erling Haaland, which is good news. He's not staying there. I wonder where he went in this game. It was Man City, if you wanted to know. So this is like old vintage videos. Look at that. I've got my old screen up. You can see the colourful backdrop. But anyway, no need to focus on Erling Haaland. He is at Manchester City, which is a total waste of a career, let's be honest here. In terms of how things have gone on our end, we have lost, and we lost to Lazio. I don't really want to talk about it too much. We took the lead in the 77th minute via Chimiti. We conceded 2 last-minute goals and lost that. But we did bounce back and get a 0-0 against Inter Milan. And we also beat Brescia in the meantime. So it's not been terrible, but it's not been a brilliant start to the season. And today, like I said, we've got Dortmund and we've got a game against Juventus in the league. Obviously, the league is less of a priority this year. I would still like to win it again because obviously there's not much point in competing if you're not trying to win it. But at the same time, I'm not particularly bothered if we don't. The most important thing is winning Champions League football and winning the Italian Cup. That is the most important thing. And I think we should be able to achieve both of those. I've got one big kind of injury note, which is that Balde, who's made a sensational start at left back to his career with us, he is currently out at the moment for a couple of days. He might be back in time for the Juve game, but fear not, Eriko can step in. Obviously, he was in the Serie A Team of the Year last year, so we all know that we're in safe hands with him there. So the lineup is then pretty much as you would expect. You've got Campo in goal, Eriko, Basia, Pavlovic and Ranch as the back four. And you've got Torreira, McKendy and Aim in the middle, Trincao, Chimiti and Juranovic up front. I've seen a lot of comments of people saying go 4-2-3-1 when you're playing in the Champions League. Don't play the formation that we are. We need to change to it. I've got 2 things to say to that. One is that I know that you're probably right, and yes, it probably is the smart thing to do. But ultimately, 4-2-3-1 for me is a little bit boring. Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit basic. A little bit everyone and their man and dog has done it. And I would much rather play my 2 up top. The other thing is that our 2 up top system is great. Like Juranovic and Chimiti together. Like pretty much they sort of like propelled us last year. As one with Trincao, they propelled us last year to winning a Serie A title. It doesn't feel right for me to change that just because we're in a kind of like higher class of competition. It doesn't feel right to me. Obviously, remember we drew our first game in the group against Valencia. This looks a bit worrying because Wijndal is on the ball here and he's literally just I have no words. I've been caught on the counter from a corner. It's their first shot on goal. He's literally carried that from his own area. Who's this? Is that Ranch? Devin Ranch has not made a good start to the season. And Owen Wijndal has scored their first shot on goal. Literally. I've just noticed their formation they're playing as well. It's very, very attacking at home. I like it. Owen Wijndal is a left back. And he's got 2 goals already. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely joking? It's from a set piece. And he's I don't want to say it, but like he's somehow managed to dink that over the goalkeeper from a 40-yard rocket pass. Some would say that's a little bit nonsense. Not me, but some. They've got Nicholas Sewell at the back as well. I mean, we've just been done by a counter-attack and a set piece. It's literally like playing Tottenham. Iborra goes in on goal and hits it wide. It's not been a good start. They've got some really decent players, but I am pissed off. I won't pretend I'm not. I am pissed off with the goals we've conceded. As Yusuf Chimiti, though, gets his 5th goal. He's a lovely ball down the line from Eriko. We still hold such a threat while going forward. Lovely ball from Eriko. Finds Chimiti, and how he tucks it in from that angle is beyond me. Pavlenka looks a bit more like a Pavlova there. I mean, when you look at the stats, it's actually very even. We've just been done by just by some bollocks, really. I think it's probably... This is a great technical term, bollocks. You can be used in so many different connotations. I'm going to throw the water bottle. I'm not happy. And there's a lot of players that are motivated by that. I'm not pleased. I'm not going to take Ranch off. I've got to stick with him. Pavlovic might come off, though. And I'm going to bring on Vuskovic. I mean, it's just reuniting Basir and Vuskovic. Maybe that's the problem, is me not having those two together. They were so solid for me last year. Maybe I made a mistake in kind of bringing Pavlovic in and trying to fit him in there. Maybe that's the problem. I just need Ranch to play better. Tedic is their best player, by the way, so keep an eye out for him as he finds a lovely ball out to Iborda. Iborda whips it in. Tedic tees it back. Dani Olmo hits it wide. If we can get another goal, just come out of this somehow with a draw, I'd be happy. That'd be 2 away results in the Champions League, both with draws against the 2 hardest teams in the group. I'd be very, very happy with that. Locatelli hits it down the line. This Iborda boy is giving me a lot of issues down this side. Erico does well, but he's somehow still got away with it. They're playing it nicely here. Maya back to Olmo. Olmo to Maya. Maya smashes it in. Julian Brown makes it 3-1. We've just not been at it. The problem with this is that everyone's going to be saying, "Oh, play the 4-2-3-1. Told you should have played the 4-2-3-1. Oh, I mean, I'm going to go to it now, but I'm going to get... Actually, I'm not. Okay, I am. I'm going to go to the 4-2-3-1. Should we give it a go and see what happens? So Chimiti's going to stay up top. Juranovic, usually the man for all occasions, the man for all seasons, loves when leaves him alone. He's not been very good today, so he's coming off. We're going to go bring Justin Kluivert on. Bang. 4-2-3-1. Let's see what happens. I don't really hold that much hope here, let's be fair. It's been a very poor day at the office. Yeah, not happy. Kluivert on the ball here. This is what I want. Look at that pace from Justin Kluivert. Kluivert goes in on goal. Justin Kluivert. Oh, God. The 4-2-3-1 brigade is going to be absolutely loving this right now. Obviously, part of me really wants us to equalise and get something out of this game. The other part of me is just like, oh, please don't, because it will show the 4-2-3-1 brigade that they were right. I mean, Campo to Brandt. I mean, Campo has not made the best start to his... I might have to drop him. I'm going to drop Campo. I've made the executive decision. Muller's going to come back into goal. Can't have that. He's been really poor. We've let in a few more goals this year than we normally would do. Campo's got to drop out. It's really poor. Not a lot really I can say. Vuskovic has come on, played at a 7. That's all you need to know. Trincao over a free kick hits. If we... Oh, I'm livid right now. I'm absolutely livid. Not happy with the performance. A 4-2 defeat away in Germany. Yeah, not great. I mean, we've only got Juve coming up. It's just getting worse. As a heads up, obviously, because this is episode 49, which means episode 50 is a kind of big landmark. And as usual, when it comes to big landmarks in series, I will be doing a stream. So yes, we will be streaming tomorrow's episode at 5 PM or 5:30. Keep an eye out on the channel. It will tell you when it's going to come out. So just make sure that you are ready. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. 50 episodes into the series already feels like we barely got anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, we obviously have, but it doesn't feel like I've been playing it for that long. I've just enjoyed every second of it. So thank you so much, obviously, if you've been following up with the series. It really means a lot. Thank you. Okay, so game against Juventus. I mean, this is big in the context of just our form, for one, and second of all, in the context of the season, because really, I need to start pulling stuff out of the bag. So with that in mind, Campo is completely dropped from the squad. Ranch has dropped down to the bench and Karsdorp comes in. Other than that, it is as you were. So Muller's back in goal. Karsdorp in at right back. Other than that, as you were. Get excited, everyone. Our record against Juventus isn't actually that bad, to be fair. So I'm hoping that we can pull something out of the bag today. They've got, it's like that. I'm assuming that's Philip Coutinho. It probably isn't, actually. It might not be. They got Joaquin Carrera. That's a bit Correa. They got Galeno, Rabiot, Adley, Robbo. I mean, they've got some decent players. They've got some very good players, but I'm a little less worried. Maybe that's not a good thing. I've just said to the boys, I'm expecting you to win tonight. We're back at home. Last time we played at home, actually, I think we lost. So I could really cope with, or I could really do with that not happening again. And we were so good in the big games last year. We really turned up. and turned over some very big teams. So I'm hoping that'll happen. And it is Philippe Coutinho out on that left-hand side. He's such a good footballer. But hopefully we've got the kind of physicality to beat him. Karsdorp is pretty quick and quite physical as well. So I'm hoping that Coutinho won't get that much of the ball. That's the plan. Oh, Coutinho's on the ball and he's fired it inside to Yassine Adli, who's a very good player. Dest hits it back wide again. Coutinho on the ball. Robertson, the ex-Liverpool connection there on the left-hand side. Robbo whips it in. Joaquin Correa makes it 1-0. Muller couldn't save it. This is shaping up to be a really, really bad start to the season. I'm going through Mourinho third season syndrome right now. McKendy into Juranovic. Come on, mate. He's been so poor. I've had a word with him before we kicked off. I mean, that's not making me feel any better, Juranovic. I'm not going to lie, mate. But Eriko steps onto the ball. That's good. Chimiti on it now. Chimiti to Eriko. Go on, mate. Get down that line. Eriko up against De Ligt. Beats him. Back post. Juranovic. I said he hadn't been that good this season. It's only his third goal of the season. But my God, did I need that. Well done, mate. Eriko as well on that left-hand side. Underrated, even by me. I didn't realise just how good he was, but actually he's becoming a sensational player. That's a great little flick across the box. Defender misses. I think it might be Demirol that misses it. Doesn't matter. Get in. Good. We're back to 1-1. We deserve that as well. We've been arguably the better team. Trincão's carrying a knock. Things are... I mean, the first half was absolutely flown by. Like, literally, they've had one shot and they've scored it. I'm going to say I'm happy with the way that things are going because, let's be fair here, we've been the better team, but Trincão's going to need to come off. That much is for sure. I'm going to bring on Ryan Gravenberch, but I'm going to move him back into the advanced playmaker role, and Aim is going to move up into the number 10 position behind the two strikers. I don't like the fact Karsdorp's playing at that, and even though he's out of form, Devin Ronch is going to come on at right back. He's a league winner. He knows that position. He played it so well for us last year. He's had a bit of a bad start to the season, but that doesn't make you a bad player overnight. I mean, this is concerning. Don't let them score from only their second shot on goal. Don't take the piss. Coutinho hits it wide over the top. I mean, that's great, seeing as I literally just brought Ronch on, and the first thing that happens is that Coutinho has an effort, where he'd done nothing before that. Okay, Aim's not having a good game. I mean, I'm sensing a running theme here. So Martin Esteban is going to come on. A player that hasn't really hit the heights just yet, but he played very well in the Europa League 2 last year. Scored some worldies. Could do with that again. They've had a much better start to the second half than we have, and they've only got 15 minutes to go. I say start second half. We're near the end of the bloody game. Oh, I thought Chimiti was going to get on that. Morata's flicked it on. Muller. Sometimes you just have to accept that you're being effed by the game. And that, my friends, is a prime example. Maybe De Sciglio should go in goal. I give Muller a chance at coming back in and retaining his place as number one, and he does that. Tosser. And Juranovic heads over the bar. I mean, I've been done here. Gravenberch on the ball. Go on, Ryan. Hit it, son. He does. Chesney showing Muller how to be a goalkeeper. I cannot believe that I've lost this game. We've absolutely bossed that game, and one moment of madness from Muller. I've had 2 moments of shite from my goalkeepers. I'm absolutely fuming. I have no words. Muller will never put the shirt on again. And suddenly I've had 3 defeats in the last 4, and things are not all rosy in the garden. Sugar. Like I said, tomorrow though is episode 15. I think what we'll do, we'll come back for some of the Champions League games. So let's come back maybe for not the whole of November, but let's come back at least for the Trabzonspor game away in Turkey, and then we can go all the way down to the Valencia game, maybe even against Atalanta, so we could get maybe 4 or 5 games in tomorrow. I hope that everyone will really enjoy that. Just sorry for today, although, I mean, was I robbed against Juve? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Yeah. Campo and Muller, goalkeeping problems. Unbelievable. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Matching Mourinho. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do drop a like on the video. Make sure that you come back. Episode 50 tomorrow. Big old stream. Hope that you're going to be there. 5 PM. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Until I see you again. Stay cool.